Howdy, howdy, all. Welcome, everybody. Oh, I see some early folks in here this time. Shirley Welch, and Shirley is going to be a happy birthday girl tomorrow. So we're going to say happy birthday early. We got Richard, we got Mr. Darrell, we got Big Wave. Howdy, howdy, Kevin. So, uh, I see West House is in here. Hello, hello. So yeah, it is. It's been a beautiful day, y'all. It's been 70 degrees. The sun's been shining. Got a whole bunch done today, which was really nice. Let me adjust the camera here just a little bit, y'all. He said, "No, you're too close. We see your ugly face." My hair all sticking out here. See, I'm working hard today. That's what's happening. I'm working hard. So anyway, that's what we've been doing. Been out here beautifying the Gemstead even more. So yes, I've been reading some of the comments. I haven't got a chance to respond to them all, but how did y'all like all the rock and everything are looking around here? The Gemstead, to me, in my opinion, is looking awesome so far. Uh, like this is having all that rock was one of the greatest improvements I've done, and if I'd have known it was going to be that cheap to do it a long time ago, to do that as much as I've done, um, I probably would have done this a long time ago. But the old saying, hindsight's 2020, right? So anyway, yeah, I still got to adjust you just a little bit more here. Yeah, and yeah, I gotta hold my clothes over there. Washed them today and took them out of the dryer and said, okay, I'm just gonna throw them on the couch right now. I'll get to it later. It's too nice a day to be inside folding clothes, so I'll just do that tomorrow. So pardon their clothes over there, y'all. But anyway, how's everybody else been this past week? Uh, okay, not many comments up here. What's up with that? Y'all are not commenting. Why? Come on, come on, come on. One of these to come. Oh well, guess what? Might help if I refresh the comments over here and make it go down and catch up. That might help, huh? Short-handed homestead. Howdy, howdy. West House. Thank you very much with the rock. I agree with that. There's Brian Wilkerson, Big Wave, Charlene Grady, R. Knight, Terry Knight. We is here. There's Woodsbound. What's happening? So yeah, Big Wave. Just so y'all know, Big Wave is my friend from Florida. That's Kevin and Nell, and I got to get down there and see them here, y'all, soon. I really do. See, I feel like I'm offset on the camera still. Let me. Ah, see, got to be smarter than the toys I'm playing with. That's what it is. Then now I'm all crooked and everything. Ah, that's what it is. See, just got to be smarter than the toys I'm playing with. See, I could have hid the laundry the whole time. Y'all would have never known. Commercials? I thought I turned that off. Sorry, Richard. I thought I turned that off on the commercials. All right, well, I'm going to go back in there and check that out. There's Rockin' Ranch. What's happening? That's my friend Scott from up there. In fact, I got to get up there. So just so you know, Scott, I've been diligently working on trying to get a transport up there to get them giant rocks you got up there. So I'm working on that. Alabama to Los Angeles. Hello, hello. Man. Okay, now I'm wondering why you would go from Alabama to Los Angeles. Are you regretting that move? Unless the money's really, really good. U-turn 67. Hello from Bobby and Billy Joe, Owensville, Missouri. Looking for land soon in Paris. Oh, cool. So we're going to be some new neighbors. That's cool. Yeah, Paris is just right up the road there. Beachy. What's a good word? A good word is kindness. Speaking of kindness, I haven't seen her yet. The Daryl 13, hello from Southeast Kentucky. Isn't that how y'all say it up there? Is Kentucky, right? Hey, Chris Bartlett, howdy, howdy. What's happening, Chris? I haven't seen you in a while, man. You okay? You finally caught alive, mate. It's a grind. Come get him, Rockin' Ranch says. All right, well, I'm trying to figure out a way to get up there. I want to get up there and get the radio installed here soon. That thing's been sitting in my trunk for so long, and I'm ready for a cool screen. There's Rach Perez, Tiny Bubbles. My evening is grand, y'all. Still alive and okay. Good deal, Chris. I'm glad to hear that. Richard Greenlaw says, "When RK?" Richard Kelly was what was that? I missed that. Oh, money thing. Okay, I get it, Alabama. Yep. The last time I was in California, I had a guy slam on the brakes in front of me and a semi truck. So I darted out on the other lane to keep from hitting him. And a highway patrolman pulled me over and tried to write me a ticket for semi truck in the left lane and crack at the slide window of the fifth wheel. I know most of you don't know what the slide window of the fifth wheel is, but it was grease, and I even wiped it off and still showed me, still wrote me a ticket. So I was like, man, that is just wrong. Auntie Ann cooking chicken with vegetables and feta cheese. You feta your own cheese. I ain't fed no cheese. Auntie Ann says, hello, everyone. And as you know, it's that time of the day that Auntie Ann is cooking and listening. So Richard Greenlaw says, hello, Auntie Ann. How are you? And as you know, she is cooking. Tiny Bubbles, has your plans changed to stay on your property or move? Oh, actually, Tiny Bubbles, I am planning on staying on the property, but I'm just not going to be here full time. That's I've got Roger and Sandy here, so they are going to be here full time, and this way I can go do my thing, just get out and explore and enjoy some world. So I have been working with my buddy Mike the last couple of days. Said it'd make it no better, right? I agree. Karen Anthony, thank you. I am doing grand. And Mr. Mike Starr, howdy everyone. And yeah, I agree, Tiny Bubbles. That's what it's all about. I figured this way I don't have to move all my stuff, and I can just I keep this as a home base, and I'm still close to the kids, and I get to still enjoy the grandkids and whatever, and when I'm done chilling, I can go, or when I'm done moving around, I can go chill for a little while and then take off and go again, and up until my body won't let me do it no more. U-turn, stayed at Mount Magazine Lodge for our anniversary, was looking your way. Wow. You should have reached out to me, sent me an email or something, because I can literally go out in front out here on 10 and I can see Mount Magazine. So I can see the lodge, everything from right here. Not for nothing, Miss Ginger. What's happening? Yeah, that's another one I got to get out there and see. Karen, must be them new. She got them new fingers at Walmart, as you can tell. See, she hit the N instead of the M. I do that all the time. I am not a typer. I am still. You would think being in YouTube this long, I would be a little faster at typing. No, I'm still a chicken pecker. That didn't sound right. I probably better not go anywhere else with that joke. I know I need a bigger glasses. No, I need a better fingers. Yes, I did, Richard. Yeah, no, I am not going to trust Magazine Tire to do the work that I am going to do on the truck. No, that is, I think what I'm going to do to the truck is beyond their scope. So, the bank pre-approved me for to buy another truck, and I thought, you know what, for what they pre-approved me for, um, oh, talk to text, okay, for what they pre-approved me for, I think it's better if I just get a brand new engine, um, go ahead and have it tricked out the way I want it, and go ahead and have somebody do it, put it in, get it running, because my speedometer quit working a couple years back, and my fuel gauge quit working. So whatever the issue is there, I'm going to go ahead and have them do all of that at the same time, fix the truck up, get it running. So it's because at this point, once I put a brand new engine in that truck and finish out the few front end parts that I need to put on there, and they don't really even need it. The truck drives great, but I have the parts. Go ahead and just put them all in there and fix my driver's seat and clean my carpets. And other than that, that truck will be brand spanking new again, pretty much. Uh, other than a few little minor dings and what have you like that. But I've already got a new winch for it sitting out here, so I can put a new 12,000-pound winch on it. And man, like I said, I'll have a brand new truck, and that'll last me a couple more years till I buy the brand new one. Now, the goal is by my birthday, which is September, is to go and buy me a brand new truck. Never owned a brand new truck. I've always bought used, very good condition. And this time, I think I'm this my birthday this year. I'll be 62, officially retired. I guess age-wise, officially retired. And then I'm just going to go ahead and get me a brand new one. And that's when I'm going to buy the camper and everything all at once and just go ahead and start checking everything out, moving around. Um, where is Paul gone? Speaking of Paul, yeah, he's usually in here this time. Thank you, Janice. Yeah, everything takes a little time. So, now that my VA stuff is all done, yeah, I am going to be getting a new truck. But again, right now, I figured this loan here to get this new engine and everything, get it all done. I can pay this off in a few months and go ahead and just get her done. Put down the pond water. Paul is here. Yeah, that's right. Put down the pond water, Paul, and get in here. That's right. Tell him, Richard. uh, yeah, usually Paul is usually one of the first ones in here. There's Wes Malone. What's happening? New truck for traveling. I agree, Wes. That's Wes and Tammy. And y'all seen them at New Year's. They were up here hanging out with me. There's Wanda. Hello, hello. Cecile, I want to try to pronounce that without butchering it. Wanda, I have one of them last names that everybody butchers, so I'm used to it. So, Cecilio, Cecile. I'm curious how you pronounce that. That's cool. All right. Evening, Wanda. See, Richard got them new fingers too. He just bought his at Walmart too. Come with a Chinese instruction manual. He don't read Chinese. I don't read Chinese either, so. Great birthday gift. I agree, Karen. I think, like I said, I've never owned a brand new truck. And I want one before. That's on my bucket list to have a brand spanking new truck. I want to be the third. Everybody always says, I want to be the first person to ever sit in my vehicle, my brand new vehicle. You're not, because one, you got like 4 or 5 people ahead of you. Now, to be the first owner to sit in the vehicle, that's a little different, you know, because you got guys that have to drive them off the line into the parking lot, and then you have to have guys that load them on the trucks, and then guys that unload them off the trucks, guys that drive them around the dealership, all that kind of good stuff. So, yeah, uh, you know, they don't just hook them up to a tow and pull them around. You know what I mean? So, I don't think I've ever seen a vehicle come off the showroom floor with 0 miles on it. What was that? I missed that. David Musher, are you going to get a trailer to live in? I am going to get a camper to pull around with me, and that way I can do my traveling. Um, at some point, yes, I'm going to build a house out here or somewhere. I'm going to build a house, and that's not it's not unfathomable to do that. Um, I've been doing some figuring on the house prices and what it's going to take to build the house, you know, because I already have the plans now, thanks to my awesome friend. So I am looking forward to doing that here soon. And again, my first priority though is basically just getting the truck, getting the camper, getting out and traveling some, and getting to see some of this beautiful country. Because for any of you that haven't got to get out and travel this country, you have no idea. Like pictures on TV and all that stuff, none of it does it. It doesn't do any of it any justice. We have an absolutely beautiful country, and you can take that from somebody that's been like all over the United States. I've been all over Europe, and it just like I said, until you've actually seen it in person, like the Grand Canyon. Yeah, it looks like it's really big on TV, but until you're standing on one of them lookouts, you don't realize how big it really is. Like, like just humongous. Small RV, much easier to move around the country. No, well, Kevin, I want a small camper. I've been looking at some really nice ones, some toy haulers, and the price is actually surprisingly cheap for some of the new toy haulers with slide outs and got all the amenities. Got a back porch. Um, my sister, she wants one of the things on her bucket list is to go check out some of the drag races and what have you, and that's her thing. And I was like, okay, well let's do that. Um, so sometime this summer, her and I are going to take off and go see some races. Um, yeah, they are, Richard. Yeah, they are outrageously priced. Brian says, tell my mom Gloria hello. She is watching. Well, hello, Miss Gloria. Or he said hey, so I guess I better make it right. Say hey, Miss Gloria. Yes, Shirley, that's the plan is to do that. It's time to put me first, you know. I have put so many people first ahead of me for so long that yeah, it's now time to do that. Bear with me 1 second. Um, so yeah, that's the pretty much the plan. So Mike's texting me about the Mike and I have been talking about the engine, getting the engine and for the truck and plans and all that kind of stuff to see what the best route to go and the cheapest route to go is for the truck. Oh, cool. She said, "Hey, well, that is very cool, Gloria. Janice want a gift from Garden Girl. That is awesome." Well, I got to tell y'all, Scott and her are really, really awesome people. They are really, really great people, and that is awesome. Uh, No, really don't, Wes. Don't need a lot of room. And like I said, I've been looking at some 15 and 18 footers, toy haulers. And the nice thing about the toy haulers is the back folds out, you know, so you've got a little deck back there you can hang out on. And then, of course, it's got an awning that covers it and everything. So, and you can sit out there and you know, and not have to sit on the ground and what have you like that. Easier to get in and out. And like I said, the prices on them are surprisingly cheap. And I was really shocked. I was expecting, you know, in the ranges of 50 and $60,000, but they're actually in their 20s for brand new ones. And I was like, wow, that is so cool. There's Ron. Ron, are you freezing up there, brother? It's got to be. I know it's got to be cold and snow up there. She did a random giveaway. Great lady. Yes, she is, Janice. She really is. Um, West House says toy haulers are awesome. Yeah. Oh, was 15 foot was the best. Okay. So that's what I'm thinking. Somewhere around 20 feet would be awesome. The one, you know, the one we got now is 30 footer, and you know, it's nice. But on the same note, I like the toy hauler idea. You know, I like the rear catching setup with the slide out, and with the you know the back porch there. So especially me and my sister, we go to the races, and you know, we can flip out that back porch and we can sit up there and do our thing. And I also want one that I can get up on the roof and set chairs up on the roof, and that's what them toy haulers are set up for. So you can they're walkable roofs, you know, so you can get up there and we can watch the races up close or whatever. I thought I seen David. There he is. David, howdy, David. That's Mr. Half-Ass a Homestead, my New Yorker friend. Silo Acres, I'm here. Just finished a frustrating time trying to download exam schedule for Emily. Oh man. Got you again, Richard. Okay, Richard, I promise you next time I will solve that problem. I will stop the ads from the yeah. Because I mean I don't like them either when I'm trying to watch a live, but I could have swore I found it today and I clicked on it and it said no ads, and who knows, maybe I clicked on it again, you know. It's like hitting that thumbs up button, you know. You click on it 3 times, not 1 time, or not 2 times. You know. There's Barbara. Don't get step up. Bad on the knees. I know, right? I agree, Barbara. Yeah, my knees are not that great anyway. So there's Ron Gray. Lots of snow here and cold. Oh man. Well, Ron, just so you know, I'm gonna rub it in. It was 70 here today. I mean, the only reason I got this on right now is it got down to like 65 a little bit ago and started to cool off. As long as you were in the sun, it was really nice and warm. You could be in t-shirt, you know. But you know, for us Floridians, as soon as the sun got behind the trees a little bit, it started getting cold. I was like, okay, yeah, time to put on a jacket. Uh, 78 likes so far, man. Tell them, Richard, get them. Hit that join button, then download the free Brave browser. Okay. Okay. So David says if you want to support a channel without the ads, hit the join button and then download the free Brave browser. Okay. All right. I did. And my thumb are blue. we pay for we pay for now ads for no ads. Okay. Obita Nelson, what's happening? Just made it. She's perfect timing. I love it. And Obita, that's kind of a cool name. I'm curious. Where did that name come from? I mean, is it a nationality type name or whatever? I'm curious because you know I love all nationalities. I mean, I think the accents when they're trying to speak English and whatever like that, I just find accents and that kind of thing just fascinating. You know, the fact that we're all in this world together. Uh, is like, and I guess English is now becoming like an international language. So when you can speak your native language and then speak English too with your accent to it, that makes it even cooler to me. Like, I have a lot of Spanish friends or guys that used to work with me years ago. They were afraid to try to speak English with me because they were afraid that they would butcher the words and what have you. And I think it's very cool because sometimes that's how you learn, like, to talk like this. Sometimes what you're talking about. Oh, my kiddo texted me. That's my other kiddo up in Michigan. Yep, she's my other two grandsons. I got to get up there and meet them yet. I have yet to meet my two youngest grandsons yet, and I got to get up there and do that soon. Um, Brave blocks all ads, not just on YouTube. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. That's good to know. Um, so did I miss Wanda? Oh, there she is, Wanda. Okay. What's happening, Wanda? Oh, okay. I said hi to Wanda earlier. I thought it was a new Wanda. uh, Wes wants to know how much more rock am I going to put down? It really looks great. Well, um, I am going to finish out the driveway. Remember the driveway that goes out to the like towards the mountain. You know how that was all flooding last year. I'm going to finish all of that out there, and I'm going to go over to the shop, all the way over to the shop area, so that I don't have any more mud over there. And this way, because the truck is going to come out of there here real soon anyway. So then I'm going to rock that whole bottom area there to keep the mud out of there and have a little smoother surface. Plus, I'm going to put a couple of buckets inside the shop at some point and make that happen. Oh, so my aunt named me, born Caucasian. I think I'm a mixture of all. Obita, all of us are a mixture of all. Americans are Heinz 57. You know, ask any American in the country, and they're going to say, "Oh, I got some German in me. I got some Swedish in me. I got whatever." We're Heinz 57. You know, we might have been born here, but we all got that other from everywhere else. Unless you're American Indian, you're the only true American. I don't know why my phone is keep going off over here. Oh, okay. I see what's going on now. All right. So anyway, yeah, I mean, Auntie Ann says I have premium YouTube. Don't see ads, but the creators still get paid if you block ads. Creators don't get paid. Oh, okay, but creators still get paid. But if you block ads, creators don't get paid. Oh, there you go. Daryl says I'm not a mix. I'm a Texan. Guess what? You still a mix, brother. You are still a Heinz 57. Because I guarantee they check your DNA and there ain't nowhere in there is it's going to come up in there American. It's going to come up in there all kinds of different things. That's what my teacher told me to tell a teacher in elementary school that I was a Heinz 57. That's right. We are, see, David right there says I'm Scottish, American, Indian, and God only who knows what else, but I think some Italian. So you an Italiano spaghetti. Oh, he even got some lasagna in him. There's Tanya. Tanya Kimbrough. No, ma'am, you did not miss a live. You are live with us right now. And thank you, Tanya. That's awesome. There's Big Joe from Heavy Duty Life. Greetings from downtown Boonville. Yeah, that's the only lie he can tell on here. So I am going to be going over there to Big Joe's tomorrow and helping him do some more flooring. I'm not looking forward to it, y'all. I love Big Joe to death, but I'm not looking forward to doing flooring. But it's gonna look. He's got his house, y'all, looking so nice over there. And in fact, I'm gonna be videoing some of that and show y'all. Uh, and that's you know, Joe is always hanging out and always calling me, talking to me, and he's like we're just good buddies, and I love Joe to death. So he says he needs help. I'll be there to give him some help. Uh, Hopkins Dirty South. Hey Gary, Tanya Kimbrough is my big sister. Oh, cool. So does that mean you the little one? That's a short joke in there somewhere. uh, BG says I'm pure coon ass, Gumby. Ain't nothing wrong with some good coon ass. uh, that's a Big Joe says grab some Taco Bell. That's what highfalutin people are doing nowadays, right? At least highfalutin people from Boomville. Stuck in the middle of what? Oh, you're Hopkins Early's house says I'm stuck in the middle. So you're the middle kid. Jonesy, good day, mate. I thought I seen somebody say something up there on you about you, and so good day, Jonesy. Probably getting hot down there, mate, huh? What is that? What is that saying? Hot as a wallaby's ace. uh, no sassy, huh? She says I'm the bad one, huh? Uh, so Kevin, how is Nell doing down there? Is she liking that job over there, or is she hating the travel? French Canadian and American Indian, and my mom's side German American Indian on my dad's side. Never cared really. I was born here, and that's what makes me American. That's right. As long as you're born here, doesn't matter what you got in your background. German, Scottish, and British. Okay. Chris says it's always cold in Tasmania. Where you're at, it's hot today. So what's the temp down there right now, Chris? Because aren't you in Tasmania too? I think, Chris. Uh, okay, everybody saying hi. Catching up here real quick. Uh, she has been promoted twice, huh? And all is good down here. Cool. That is awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Um, Irish and French Canadian. Well, that's cool. You don't know who your dad is. I was during the peace. Love and rock and roll. In other words, you were conceived in the 60s, right? 73 in Adele, South Australia. That is awesome. Adelaide, South Australia. My bad. My bad, Chris. Adelaide. Yep. Jones is saying, good day, David. See, and Jonesy doesn't, it's funny because Jonesy doesn't really have a real strong Australian accent. Like, I guess when you get up in the northern part of Australia, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jonesy and Chris, um, you get up there and that's like our south here. You know what I mean? So, because people from Michigan, you come down south and you're like, what the hell did you say? Try that in English, you know. And then I think Jonesy, it's kind of the same way. Like you get up there to the north and people are wondering what they're talking about. Been 27 all last week, but today it's 20. Okay. Ugh. So Jonesy getting a little cool off down there, eh? They go big bugs. Well, you know, the New Yorkers, like them guys up there, they don't bust them, they'll bust your chops in a quick minute, you know. See that? So I was correct. Yeah, the further north you get, it's like our south. The accent gets a lot stronger as you get up north in northern Australia. People in Melbourne sound different than the people in Sydney. See, and again, Terry, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. Uh, we did have a beautiful day, Hopkins 30 South. We did have a beautiful day today. But when you're smooth, you're smooth. That's right, Jonesy. And Jonesy's got smooth going on over there. So anyway, Jonesy, that was Jonesy and Chris. That was one of my sister's other things we were talking about the other night. Was that's her bucket list. Now Melissa is my stepsister, just so y'all know. But she wants to visit Australia, and I said, well, you know, I just happen to have some subscribers down there in Australia that have become very good friends, and even though I've never met them, I would love to go visit them. She goes, I'd have to hit the lotto to afford that trip. And I said, well, you know what? You never know. We just might have to hit that lotto and go do that trip. People in the UP, Michigan, also sound different. Well, that's because Shiloh. That's only because they've got that Canadian, that French Canadian uh, twang to them, I guess, for lack of a better word. And you know, that's like I said, that's what fascinates me about wherever you're from in the world. When you speak English, your your accent is, you know, you got the different accent, just like, you know, like Australia and you know, in Canada, and I almost said Canada. My friend James with Canada Trucking, he would probably butcher me for that one. Canada. uh, oh, go to Daytona, huh? Man, last time I was Obita says I got the West Virginia hillbilly accent here. True that is. Oh, it's like, you know, Louisiana. They've got their own accent down there. They've got a little bit of that Cajun French down there, and that is so cool. See, Midnight Adventure says we're Canadian, eh? We're a toque. Oh, do you? uh, I still have cassette tapes of the uppers my grandparents bought me, and wow, that is very cool. A cassette tape of them. And y'all think about this. Most people don't. Most people don't realize that how long ago cassette tapes were. Because now I'm 61, and I remember my first vehicle had a 8-track player in it, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever if you had a cassette deck in your car. You know what I mean? So anybody have it? Jonesy, do did they ever have 8-tracks down there? Uh, Anytime you want. We have a couple of guest rooms already. Oh, that is awesome. The Rusty Chevrolet song is still my favorite Christmas song. The Rusty Chevrolet song? I don't think I've ever heard that one. Arkansas land. Yeah, it has gone way up. Oh, Shirley says, I got to fix some chicken. See, I've been doing a lot of family history, and my family on one side comes from Ireland, and the other side from France and Sweden. And that's so cool. But you get your accent from wherever you are, wherever you grew up in the world, you know. Uh, Never owned one. Okay. Chris, I missed that. I must have missed something in between there. It said, yes, I've never owned one. Okay, I missed something in there. Um, I know, right? Midnight Adventures. Don't threaten me with a good time. Come down there. Oh, okay, okay. Now we're talking about the 8 tracks. Yeah, yeah, but never owned one. Yes, they had them down there, but never owned one. Now I'm with you. An 8 track recorder? Wow, I didn't even know that. I didn't know they even had an 8 track recorder. Wow, goes to show you something about me, right? I had no idea that was an 8 track recorder. Uh, I had a dual channel one of those too. Wow. I do remember reel to reel for music. Like I used to have a friend in Germany that that was his way of getting long play sets. Was putting it on reel to reel, and had these great big reels like that. See, Midnight Adventure remember the 8 track stuff when she was a kid. That was like I said, 8 track was in my first vehicle. I had. Let's see if I have remember. I had Three Dog Night. Um, what was a couple other ones I had? I had like 3 or 4 of them, and it was just they took up way too much room in your center console. So it was like I didn't even bother with it. I ended up getting one of them adapters so you could pop the cassettes in there. ELO or Jonesy, that was the other one I had. Yeah, I had Three Dog Night, ELO. I think I had like 2 or 3 more, and I can't remember what they were. Um, man, see, that's gonna rattle my chain now because I can picture them sitting in the console what I had, but I only had like 4 or 5 of them in the console. Led Zeppelin and Kiss. Yep. Yeah, Three Dog Night, Led Zeppelin. That was another one I had. I never had Kiss on 8 track, but I did have Zeppelin. Man, I'll remember them as we go along. Van Halen. I didn't realize Van Halen had an 8 track. Record if you broke off the tab on the bottom of it. I know, right, Daryl? That was way too many moons ago, right? Cheech and Chong on an 8 track. Wow. Elvis and Kenny Rogers. Okay. Yeah, 33s, LPs. Believe it or not, y'all, in Germany, I bought this boom box in Germany. Now, this thing had to been like, it's not, I can't even put my hands on the screen wide enough this thing was, I think it was like 31 inches or 30 inches long and stood about that tall, about 2 foot tall. It was everything I could do at 16 to put it up on my shoulder and tote it around. But this thing played albums. Like you could put a full album in it and play the album. Now you want to talk about a boombox? Now that was the elaborate of that was probably uh, the grand junction of boom boxes that you could play a 33 on there. Hmm. April Wine, wow, that was another one that was a good one. Oh, Brian says read his comment. I gotta scan up, Brian. um First car LTD had an 8 track player in it. Okay. Wow. I had an El Camino that I bought from my uncle back then. Wes says, I ran the battery dead in my mom's 55 Chevy and got my butt tore up. So Terry, you're the same age as I am, born in '64. Okay. Um, 45s all got scratched. We'd throw them across the room and use the suckers. Neil Diamond was, yeah, Neil Diamond. My mom used to listen to Neil Diamond. In fact, she was a huge Neil Diamond fan. So, needless to say, I know pretty much all of the songs that he plays, uh, just because of having to hear it for so many times over and over and over again. Neil Diamond, Kenny Rogers, um, God, what was the black guy's name? It was a country singer. Um, Charlie Rich, Charlie Pride. Um, yeah, Charlie Pride. There you go. Yeah. And I had no idea he was black until, oh my God, I was in my teens before I realized he was black. I mean, not that skin color mattered to me, but it was just kind of crazy that he was in that elite group. Because this is back in the '70s, early '70s, that he was in that elite group of awesome singers of country music at that. Oh, No Show Jones. We used to jam to Neil at the little Italian kitchen where I worked there, providing an owner couldn't find an opera. So y'all, Wes and I last night were talking on the phone. So Wes and I are both Army veterans, right? And we're close to the same age. Well, come to find out, we were at Fort Jackson, both together at different years, obviously, but we were both in Aschaffenburg, Germany, different years. Both in Fort Riley, Kansas, different years. Um, and we had a great conversation about Aschaffenburg, Germany last night, and that was just kind of blew me away. So this morning I got up, I ended up waking up like 4 o'clock this morning. And that's a whole nother story about the waking up thing. But, I got up and I started looking around at some of the maps of Aschaffenburg area. And it just amazed me how much I didn't remember, but yet some things were still the same that I did remember. Because now, we got satellite, we can look at the area. And in fact, when Wes and Tammy come back up, we're going to do that. We're going to get the computer up and we're going to look those up again and let them see that, because that was just very cool to see that. Conway Twitty, yep, that was another one. And my Aunt Kay, uh, what was their girl's name? Cute little blonde. My Aunt Kay looked just like her. She was a country singer from that era. Um, um, what part of New Hampshire, Cheryl? Okay, Richard wants to know what part of New Hampshire you from, Cheryl. Uh, oh, that's right. Yeah, and David did the same thing. Yeah, David, that's right, David. Yeah, we both did our time at Fort Jackson and Fort Leonard Wood, Fort Lost in the Woods. Yep. McDonald. Stephanie McDonald, hello. It's great to see you in here too. Cheryl Guess. Barbara Mandrell, that was her name. Yes, thank you, Cheryl. Barbara Mandrell. My Aunt Kay looked just like Barbara Mandrell. And it used to crack me up because I didn't know who Barbara Mandrell was until I seen her on TV one time. And I was like, that looks like Aunt Kay. you know. Gordon Lightfoot. I still love Gordon Lightfoot to this day. You shattered dreams. I've got pictures of my grandma with Porter Wagner. Wow. Wow, Porter Wagner. That was another one I remember. Loretta Lynn. Penny Devine, I don't know who that is. Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. Little Jimmy Dickens, I do remember that one. Yep. Richard says, I was raised in Sutton, New Hampshire. Jim Croce, yep. Time in a bottle. If I could save time in a bottle, first thing that I'd like to do. Freddie Fender was a good one. There you go. Red Sabine. I don't know who that one is either. I've never even heard of that one. Lois Mandrell. Okay. They Love the Fiddle. Okay. I don't know who Louis Mandrell is. I've never heard of that one. Earl, there you go, Cheryl. There's a story for you. Back when I was driving truck, I was in Louisiana and sitting at the truck stop. I'm getting my fuel in my truck. All right. Guy pulls a big old giant tour bus, pulls up. Beautiful bus. Beautiful bus. Bunch of guys get out. They go do their thing. Other guy comes out and starts fueling the truck. Another guy steps out and comes around there. Now I've got this cut off. It's a sweatshirt, but the sleeves are cut off, and it's purple letters. It says rock and roll across the front. Big letters, right? It says rock and roll. So me and this guy sitting there talking. I was telling him how much I loved his rig and what have you like that. And he said, well, you want my autograph? And I was like, no. If I need a signature, I'll get it off the fuel attendant over there. He says, you don't know who I am, do you? I was like, no, who are you? He said, my name's Earl Thomas Conley. He said, I have a few songs on the jukebox in there. And I was like, really? Okay, I still don't know who you are, but okay. But yeah, I ended up sitting there having about a 10-minute conversation. I go back in the truck stop and I get on the payphone and I call my ex and I was like, you ever heard of a guy named Earl Thomas Conley? And she goes, yeah. Did you get his autograph? And I said, I had no idea who the hell he was. Why would I get his autograph? So yeah, I actually got to meet him. Stanley Yorkshire Sr., basic at Fort Leonard Wood, 85 days. Wow. 8-minute warning, Brian said, man, this live has flown by. Jerry Reed, Ray Stevens. Yeah, there's some more good ones. Wow, y'all are bringing up some really cool artists. And that's so cool. I still love them artists. One time with a Boxcar Willie, really? That is awesome, Wes. And I actually met what was the other guy? Man, I was hitchhiking. I was a teenager and I was hitchhiking. And who's the guy that does oh my god, I can't remember the name of the song now. I can anyway, sitting there at the truck stop. I mean, it's like, we got the little bar sitting there and I'm eating my food and this guy walks out behind me and I heard his voice and I recognized the voice right off the bat. And I turned around and I looked up at him, and of course they've got these country stars that all been in this restaurant up above the back behind the bar there, and I looked up at him, I looked up at his picture, and I looked back at him, I looked back at his picture, and I was like, and I can't remember his name, and he said, yep, that's who I am. I was like, well, check him out. That's all I could say. And I couldn't say anything else to him. Conway Twitty, Merle Haggard, yep. Hopkins Dirty South goes live at 7. Y'all come see them over there. Yeah, send me that link if you would, and I would like to. I got to take a quickie break after this live, but I'll come over there and join y'all. I saw Al got #1 Billboard with when that happened. Got #1 Billboard. What the hell has happened? Oh man, I missed that. Boxcar Willie once in West Virginia. Ann Parton, hey, what's happening? What do we got there? Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. Yes, I have been. I've been through Leavenworth. Bob Seger. Yep, I actually was sitting. I actually sat on the steps to the stage at a Bob Seger concert. Randy Travis. Yeah, I know. Actually, I do a fairly decent imitation of Randy Travis. Uh, Tanya says, I love going to the races. Ricky Skaggs, I've never met him, but I'd love to see that one once. Uh, Hopkins Dirty South is going live, Shiloh, at 7. Johnny Paycheck, oh, really? He was a nice guy. You're not just time that I'm killing. I'm no longer one of those guys. There's Bobby. What's happening? You still ain't got them cans, Bobby. Even though New Year's was a good excuse not to get them. We were all doing good to get where we had to go that night. Uh, Ricky Skaggs, his daughter, is a really good singer. Really, she does bluegrass. That is cool. I didn't know that. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. The woman done left and took all the reasons I was working for. Oh, that messed up that the end of it. String Bean, I remember that one too. String Bean. What year? I've been through Leavenworth, Shirley. Just been through there driving truck many, many times. Never stationed there. Never been there. You know, that's the home of the prison. I don't want to go there. Travis Tritt and Pomona. Really, that's cool. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band was another very good one. Oh, y'all are bringing up some cool memories. Only hell my mama ever raised. That's right. Ricky Skaggs' wife had her own band called the Whites. Really? I didn't know that one either. See, David is another one that's full of cool trivia. In fact, Big Joe, we were talking in West House and West Malone and I were talking last night about uh, the trivia of bands. And I was like, you know what? If I can remember the question when I see Joe, I'm going to ask Joe about that, but I can't remember the question. Because Joe would know. That guy is full of trivial knowledge like that, music knowledge, and it's just so awesome. Oh, No Show Jones, yep. Went to go see him in concert in up by Lake City up there. And the guy pulled up in the limo, opened the limo door, was drunk off his ass, and was sitting there just having himself a good old time and never played. So started calling him No Show Jones. But then he met his wife, and then that all changed, and he actually started getting it back together. We can't forget Johnny Cash. That's right. Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. Like that was listening to one of his songs a while ago. Buck Owens. I actually met Buck Owens, and but I don't remember. I was way too little. I was real little when I met him, but yeah, I was a little kid with him. Not that I was, like I said, I guess I can't really say I met him because I don't. I was a little kid. Uh, uh, Miranda stole my title, huh? Now you want moving music, REO Speedwagon? Yes. You take it on the run, baby. Patsy Cline, yep. And you know, Patsy Cline, what was a singer that did a Patsy Cline song, and that made her real famous, and she sounded so much like her. Joe Jacobson. It was Tanya Tucker's first paid performance. Really, that is very cool. Or in her words, she says Tanya Tucker. Reba's got one of them unique voices too, you know, just like Randy Travis. He's got one of them unique voices. Leanne Rhymes, that was it, Shirley. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, she did that song awesome. Who was it that did the twist? Come on, baby. That was Chuck Berry, wasn't it? Let's do the twist. Diamond Wrist is Linda Ronstadt. That was another one of my mom's favorites back then. Chubby Checker, that was his name. They call me the Streak. That was the day the squirrel went berserk in the birth North South Baptist Church. Oh, what was that one? Who knew that one? All right, so it's 6 o'clock, y'all. So we got to get off of here. Unfortunately, I love chatting with y'all. And Petrus, what's happening? I haven't even seen you in a while, Petrus. Glad to see you, brother. Ray Stevens, that was it. Yep. So anyway, I love y'all. Thanks for coming in here tonight. I would really appreciate it. At 6 o'clock, I know other people are going live tonight, so we don't want to take any time away from them because that would just be wrong. Ace, what's happening, Ace? Kimberly Curtis, y'all have a great night. Joe Cool, everybody, I love y'all. Thanks for being here, and look forward to. We got some more videos coming up, so we'll see y'all soon. Good night. Gumby, hit the down button. You're doing it again. Start talking and not stopping.